The planned Union City visit by the socialist president of Ecuador, Rafael Correa, is creating a whirlwind of controversy among the Cuban American community.
Thank you very much to the members of the press that are here with us this afternoon. Thank you for being here on short notice. First and foremost, I wish to express that I stand united with the Ecuadorian community. Ecuadorians are very important in the city of Union City. Recently we raised their flag. We've walked in their parade. I think Ecuadorians know my commitment. They're involved in Union City's government, serving on our school board. I'm very proud of the fact that Commissioner Martinetti is also Ecuadorian. But more than just anyone serving in public office or more than anyone being involved, I think it's important to say that the doors of City Hall, the doors of our schools are always open to all Ecuadorians, as they are to every community in Union City. What's always made us great, all the Latin American and all the people that make Union City what it is. It's not us, it's what the people make it. I've always participated in Ecuadorian events. More importantly, I have strong friendships with the Ecuadorian community. The Ecuadorian consulate, Jessica, who has been a friend of ours for a long time, recently made me aware that the president wanted to visit Union City High School. A letter was given to me last Thursday. Only last Thursday the letter was given. Upon learning of this request, we went to the Board of Education and expressed that the president wanted to come. I know that they put out some type of literature on him coming in. Upon learning of the request on Sunday, I was approached by many people at the Dominican parade, not only Dominican Americans, but Ecuadorians, Cuban Americans, Colombian Americans, all across the board about the concern of the president coming here. I didn't understand what the concern was. I'm very busy, as everybody knows, on local issues and state issues, being a state senator. I'm not really one that's involved in international affairs. I have enough on my plate without getting involved in international affairs. So I began to do research along with my chief of staff, Mark Albiz, and Lucio Fernandez, and the commissioners got involved. And it was evident that President Correa has associated with Fidel and Raul Castro and Hugo Chavez of Venezuela. These men are known dictators who have imposed violence and oppression on their respective nations, something I cannot support. I've never supported that. Many local residents have been scarred by the regimes of these so-called leaders, Chavez and both Fidel and Raul Castro. I've also learned that there's some relationship with President Correa and Iran's leader, which concerns me deeply. Iran is a sworn enemy, not the country of Iran, but the leadership of Iran, which concerns me deeply as a person that's a citizen of the United States. Concerns me deeply of Iran's statements about the United States, the statements about September 11th and what took place in his country. When I seen those photographs and I heard that the Vice President also visited Ecuador, I became concerned. I want to just make sure it's very crystal clear. This is no reflection on the Ecuadorian community in Union City. I want to make that crystal clear. This has to do with President Correa, and I'm not saying he's a communist. I'm saying who he has chosen to associate himself with. You know, growing up, I've always been told, you know, tell me who your friends are and tell me who you associate with, and I'll tell you what you're about. It concerns me greatly who he's associated with. It concerns me greatly. Again, it is no reflection on the Ecuadorian community. Just as Castro is no reflection on the Cuban community, it's no reflection on the stand that we've taken right now at this point. It just concerns me who he's associated with. The images of Castro associating with, Correa associating with Castro, both Castros, Raul and Fidel Castro and Hugo Chavez, are easily accessible on the internet. We have a photograph that's here that has been enlarged to show on July 21st. On July 21st, I believe it was July 21st or the 25th of this year, showing that that they were all together in this photograph. And you'll have some that will say, well, Hillary Clinton also meets with Chavez, or Hillary Clinton also meets with different leaders. That's her job. That's her job. But I have to respect the sentiment of the community in Union City. I have received over 1,000 calls from Ecuadorians, from Cuban Americans, from people who were born in this country or not born in this country, Colombian Americans, African Americans, asking me, why is Correa being taken into Union City High School? It's been a major concern. Of course, I'm fully supportive of the notion of free speech. However, such a message or sentiment should not be expressed in a public building where the ideals of freedom and democracy are both taught and celebrated. And that's the reason we cannot allow and support President Correa coming to the high school. If the Ecuadorian community would like to use the high school on Friday for the artistic event, I have no problem. I want the Ecuadorian community, just as all communities, to know any public building is accessible to them in Union City at any time. Anytime. I always said what makes Union City great is all the different ethnic groups that live here. We live here in harmony and together. But I don't want anyone trying to spin this as anti-Ecuadorian. My heart is with the Ecuadorians. I would do anything for Ecuadorians, but I cannot allow a person who is associated with Castro, that has oppressed the Cuban community for over 50 years, and Chavez, with the atrocities he commits against his own people. I cannot allow that in Union City. I cannot. No, I speak very confidently here today about it, but my heart goes out to the Ecuadorian community. I realize many people support the president and his stand, and I'm no specialist on Ecuadorian politics. I know Ecuadorians who live in Union City, and I'll do anything for them.
Mayor Brian Stack made his position very clear. He supports the Ecuadorian people, he supports all people of Union City, but he does not welcome President Rafael Correa to the city. Jillian Risberg, Hudson County TV.